Hello my fellow pilots and welcome again to another episode of Star Citizen FM, episode 48. Star Citizen FM is a fan community show focusing on anything related to Star Citizen, the community, or anything else in the verse that you might find interesting. Star Citizen FM is hosted by yours truly, Dr. Hawk, so join me on my 48th episode as we go over some of the interesting highlights this week. Right off the bat, I'd like to start with our next milestone that we've achieved, $34 million. This was done without any special kind of ship promotions or any other sales. This was all done by your guys' dime, so congratulations, pat yourselves on the back for this stretch goal, and as always, set your eyes on the next one, as I know we are already a fourth of the way through $34 million, so on our way to 35. With the $34 million, we have unlocked the Misc Starfarer Hull C, the discrete variant. Scaling from small box trucks to massive supertankers, the Starfarer range of cargo hulls A&D are the standard goods transporter in human space. Extremely configurable, Starfarer hulls can be adapted to most any type of transport job, from standard bulk shipping on the patrolled space lanes to armored cargo hauling on the frontier. While these pre-configured hulls are primarily used for legitimate purposes, the Starfarer Hull Cs have recently become the favorite for criminals who modify the ship with advanced sensor shadow technology, quick decompress holds, and a variety of hidden compartments without modifying the ship's body, so it will appear to onlookers as standard everyday transports. This is looking to be like quite the bulk pirate ship for those of you who are interested in transporting forbidden goods such as either marijuana, methamphetamine, or any other nefarious drugs or narcotics, as we all know that I'm pretty sure that there will be some nifty things that we can transport in Star Citizen. What range we have to transport, we don't really know yet. I know if any of you are EVE friends or enemies, even then some of you should know that in EVE you can transport all manner of interesting things from contraband, drugs, narcos, and even exotic dancers. Although that reminds me of one courtmate I had who constantly traveled with 5 exotic dancers in his cargo hold, claiming them to be his companions. Fake internet women. I don't really know what to go on that. But regardless, whatever kind of contraband that we are able to use in Star Citizen, hopefully the Starfarer Sea Hull is your hull of choice. It also could be very good for pirates who are looking to move their, maybe their bases about. I don't know if you can pack up a hangar or such in a Starfarer Sea Hull, but it would be interesting to see if you can do that. Maybe customize it to the particular needs, maybe even use them for pirating. You could probably put a lot of pirates in a Starfarer and surprise somebody with a nasty boarding party. It'll be interesting to see what we have in the future. Until then, our next unlock is such. The last voting poll included a few interesting places that we will be able to explore in Star Citizen. One of them stood out for me, and I know I voted on this one, was a black hole, or at least the event horizon of a black hole. Some of you said this might be slightly boring, some of you are interested in it. I think, since black holes are something that we don't fully understand, it'd be interesting to see a CIG concept into Star Citizen. As such, we've unlocked the TAMSA system. Located near the fringe of Banu space, TAMSA system features a massive central star that has collapsed into a black hole. Evidence suggests that there were at least 2 more planets in the system when the star collapsed before the ensuing black hole engulfed them. Only 2 planets remain in the system, a Shitonian world and a gas giant located far from the black hole's event horizon. Initial surveys indicate that the 2 outer planets are slowly being pulled towards the black hole, leaving the 2 as a risky proposition at best for any sort of colonization. Now, depending on what kind of time frame that Star Citizen plans to follow, whether it be real time or maybe a little bit of doctored, I guess you could say, physics, it'd be interesting to see if this is sort of a permanent location that we as players can enjoy for such as pirates, traders, or very entrepreneurial businessmen alike, or if they will accelerate time a little, and these players who take the risky endeavors to develop in this system end up finding their hard-worked and well-earned investments being sucked up by a black hole. It'd be fairly interesting too if you could fly your ship into that. just never return, which would raise some interesting questions. Would you travel into time, or would you just be obliterated? But I'll leave that for CIG to explore. I think it would be interesting to have a Star Citizen system that has a black hole. Because, like I said, not many games have really done that. You can fly into a few in some of them, but it'll be interesting to see. And now that with current technology today, we could probably end up with something that looks pretty. So for the next locations that you guys can vote for, you have a number of options, them being a stellar graveyard, a Banu trading port, a lost human colony, nebula refueling complex, unexplored natural wonder, which is kind of ambiguous, Tevran ghost world, fully aquatic planet, Xi'an science outpost, and a binary star system. Personally, at this moment, I am actually going for the stellar graveyard. I know we have Spider, but an actual true to form graveyard would be fairly interesting to me. I know it's a console game, but I think Dead Space 3, despite taking the game into a more action-oriented genre, reflected a space graveyard very well in their space segment where you could fly around the derelict ships. Something like that in Star Citizen, maybe Sans or plus Necromorphs, could be a fun and interesting experience for players. So go ahead and go vote on those polls and help us shape the next system that we will see in Star Citizen. Our next article that we're going to go over is something that I think is worthy of note, as it's fairly important, and if it holds true, we should see more of it in the coming weeks. So, as you guys know, I used to recap Wingman's Hangar as Star Citizen FM, get out on its feet, and I found out what I wanted to do with the show, and I'm still figuring things out. Until the game releases, my plans will not ever reach full fruition. But with the game coming around and the ships pumping out, I might soon have my show flowing the way I want it to be. As such, everyone here loves Chris Roberts. I don't see who wouldn't. I love him, you love him, we all love him. As such, there is now a new segment on Wingman's Hangar that you guys might want to take note of. It's called 10 for the Chairman, and it takes 10 subscriber-based questions for Chris Roberts and allows him to answer him in his own words. So for those of you who have been wanting Chris himself to answer your questions, if you got a subscription or have been debating it, now might be a good time to pick up a subscription and send a question to the man himself. Chris is an amazing gentleman. I enjoyed my conversations with him, and you should enjoy your question with him as well. Send him something that you think is worthy of his attention, and I'm pretty sure he'll happily get back to you. Be sure to check out this episode of Wingman's Hangar for his 10 questions. There's some very interesting topics to go over, and an interest of keeping Wingman's Hangar separate from Star Citizen. I highly encourage you to go check out Wingman's Hangar, as well as the 10 for the Chairman portion of Wingman's Hangar, episode 48. You can find that at robertspaceindustries.com in the com link. Our next article is something that a lot of people have been wondering about for quite a while. It's about organizations. Star Citizen is a game that plans to have any kind of organization for any kind of person, whether you're going to be a raider, a miner, or even just a pirate. For those of you who have missed the organization page, rest assured, I've chosen to do the organization reading for those of you, so sit back, relax, and let us go over organizations. Greetings, citizens. One of the first lessons we learned during Star Citizen's campaign is that players like to form their own groups. Whether you want to game with friends or work with like-minded strangers to impact the universe, you want to come together. We knew going in the project that Star Citizen would need a robust guild squadron system, but we had no idea what we would need before the game launched. As soon as the RSI forums went online last year, players were already building their own squadrons, pirate clans, merchant companies, and more. As a result, we decided to start building organizations into the website today instead of waiting for the game to launch. Players who want to form groups will soon be able to do so right here at RSI, and those groups will transition directly into Star Citizen. The organizations you form today will be the ones you fly with in the verse. The web team at Turbulent has been hard at work integrating these plans, and today we're going to share details on how the first release is going to work. Setting up. When the organization system launches, group leaders will be prompted to select a name and unique ID for their group. Once registered, you will be able to set up a public page for your group right here at the RSI site. Leaders will then be able to upload their own logo, banner, and background for the site and choose a preset color scheme. They can enter information to be displayed on their public site, including the organization history, manifesto, and charter. With your own page, you will be able to start recruiting and organizing your group. In the first version, leaders will be able to pick an organization type, view their member list, invite new recruits, and assign ranks and roles to members. Organization leaders will be able to delegate responsibilities to members. Organization types. On launch, you will be able to select a type for your organization. This defines the group's overall goal. We've divided organizations into 5 archetypes. Corporation, a for-profit business entity. A corporation is a great choice from everything from shipping flow pets to Gauss 2, or organizing a hostile takeover of Origin Jumpworks. PMC, private military company, for organizations with a taste for combat. Focuses for PMCs include escorting cargo runs, hunting for pirates, or helping the UEE take on the Vandul. Faith, organizations that have come together for a single cause or under a single banner. This could be rebels fighting for Terran independence, or the devout followers of the Lamp. Oh god, what do we have here? Syndicate, common interest groups for those who operate on the edges or outside the law. There's safety in numbers when you're moving contraband through Spider or preying on hapless cargo ships. Organization. Want to make your own way without any previous association? Feel free to leave your group's archetype blank. Archetypes are a role-playing element and do not impact the actual functioning of the organization. You're still free to organize your group as you wish, regardless of the type you choose. Inviting members. There's 2 ways to join an organization, either by applying through the group's page or by invitation from the group itself. If you find a group you're interested in joining, you could fill out an application which will then be reviewed by the leadership. If they like you, you're in. Organizations can enable or disable public recruiting. If you're the kind of group that wants to actively recruit, you can invite members directly. In that case, the user will receive a request that they would need to approve in order to join the organization. Keep in mind that while players can come and go as they please, they can only join one organization at a time. Player ranks and roles. Organizations can establish 2 pieces of information about every member, their rank and their role. Roles are user-defined subgroups inside any organization that define the jobs assigned to players by the organization. Maybe you have a role for accountants, or one for turret gunners. Organizations have a set of 6 ranks that their leaders can assign to players. Ranks are user-selectable. One common military-styled setup might be Rank 0, Recruit, Rank 1, Lieutenant, Rank 2, Captain, Rank 3, Lieutenant Colonel, Rank 4, Colonel, and Rank 5, General. But your organization can set its ranks however it likes. If Peacekeeper, Technician, or Spaceman makes more sense than Colonel, you can make the call. Organization naming. We know a lot of citizens are concerned about keeping their existing group names in the new system. Like community monikers, organization names will not be unique. An unlimited number of players can form groups named Red Squadron. Every organization will have a unique Spectrum ID, SID, a 10-character all-cap alphanumeric designation. The SID will be used in the organization's URL and be displayed prominently with the name to distinguish similarly named groups. Conflicts which arise will be treated on a case-by-case basis by the moderation team, with absolutely no tolerance for copycat or parody organizations. The archive of recruiting threads in the organization subforum at the RSI site will be referred to determine claims of pre-existing organization ownership should the need arise. CIG will monitor public-facing group areas for content. Organizations will be responsible for moderating their private discussion areas. Expanded live chat. Goodbye chat roll. As part of the organization launch, we will be introducing a new XMPP-based live chat system to the RSI website. This will eliminate the 500 user limit on chat and will enhance it to a number of other areas as well. You'll be able to connect from outside the RSI site like any other XMPP compatible client. Like the organization system itself, this chat will transition through the communication system in Stardust Citizen and the future mobile app. Citizens will also no longer be limited to a single general chat room. Every organization will have its own self-governed discussion channel and officer chat. If you're a member of a particular org, you'll automatically join the appropriate rooms when you connect. In addition, there will also be special chat areas for groups like subscribers, concierge, and more. As well, forum changes. Pardon our dust. In preparation for the organization's rollout, you may have noticed some parts of the RSI forums already changing. Users who have either backed Star Citizen or have had a game pack gifted to them will now show as part of the Ready group. Users who have not backed Star Citizen will be showed in grayscale at the forums and cannot post to some deeper areas like the off-topic forum. There's also a new upgrade system. In a system related to the under-the-hood upgrades we've made for the organization rollout, we're pleased to announce that starting today, you'll be able to apply any ship upgrades to your existing ships and packages. If you have a kernel package and you've been waiting to see your Super Hornet, today is your lucky day. Upgrading a package will change the overall value and allow you to see the enhanced ship in your hangar. Once a upgrade is used, it is gone and you will have the new ship type in your inventory. The following upgrades can be applied to the stock ships in all packages: Super Hornet, Hornet Tracker, Hornet Ghost, 350R, 325A, 315P, Aurora LN, and Aurora LX. Note that with the F7A Hornet body kit upgrade will appear as an item for in-use in the finished game, similar to a skin or additional gun, and will not be applied through the system. What's next? Public testing of organizations begins later this month with a planned rollout in early January. That's just the first step. Future drops throughout 2.14 will greatly increase customization and functionality as development continues. Here are a few of the features that will be included with future releases: organization forums, org blog, visual charts, fleet view, calendars, and voting. We're excited about the organization launch because it aims to do exactly what we're striving for with Star Citizen: better immerse players in the Star Citizen universe. Even better, it does so by giving citizens the tools to help create their universe rather than locking them to any one experience. We're looking forward to seeing where you take your organizations. That's a lot of information to go over, so hopefully you'll be able to digest that rather slowly and not take it in as quickly as I did, as I was barely able to read this over as I got home. I've been fairly busy. Check it out if you get a chance. It's very exciting to see them going for this kind of immersion and interactivity in the game, and who knows, maybe there will even be a Star Citizen FM organization, or just Star Citizen FM within there. Be interesting to see what we can do with it. Until then, you guys can find this in the com link under the Robert Space Industry website. Be sure to check it out. And one final smaller headline. For those of you who wanted your own Drake Interplanetary Cutlass or your own Misc Starfarer mousepad, there are now those available in the Star Citizen store. So again, these will set you back about $35, shipping included, but they are quite huge, 36 inches by 11 inches. And that should easily be able to accommodate all your mousepad needs. Be sure to pick yours up in the store now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much wraps up our episode of Star Citizen FM, episode 48. I'm now actually proud to say that I am in line with Eric Wingman with his show of Wingman's Hangar, so it's very nice to actually have finally caught up to him. If I can manage to have my 50th episode alongside his, that will have been a year for Star Citizen FM. So again, thank you guys for following me along this long. It's appreciated. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time in the verse. If you guys have enjoyed this show, be sure to click on the fuzzy little hawk on the lower left-hand corner. Doing so will subscribe you to me, or just click on the regular subscribe button if you enjoyed my shows. Like or leave some comment or feedback if you found my show interesting, or leave critique if you think there's something that needs to be improved. I appreciate your guys' comments, and it always motivates me to do it, and it keeps me from, going and doing the bad things like becoming a bad rowdy bird. So you guys take care and fly safe, and I'll see you guys next time on episode 49 of Star Citizen FM. Take care, fly safe.